LGBTIA plus? What does that mean? In this video, I'm gonna explain you letter by letter what they mean, and at the end, I will give you special practical tips so you can have and navigate a conversation about this topic with confidence in English. The first letter in the acronym, the L, stands for lesbian. A lesbian is a woman who is attracted by other females. So, female who's attracted by other females. The G is for gay, and gay has two different meanings. On the one hand, gay means a male attracted to another male. On the other hand, however, gay is also an umbrella term that refers to the entire homosexual community. So this can be females attracted to females or males attracted to males. They're all gay. So it's a synonym to homosexual. Homosexual is a little bit more technical, and gay is a bit more of an everyday expression. If you are interested in learning common expressions, you can watch this video now where I teach you common expressions and how to pronounce them. Now let's continue. The B stands for bisexual, and this is a person who is attracted to both men and women, sometimes equally, sometimes a bit more than the other, but basically to both and is not restricted to only one. The following category is trans, transsexual or transgender, but we commonly can just say trans, right? So with trans, we're not talking about attraction to other people. We are talking about self-identification, so identity here. And a trans person is a person who does not identify with the gender, female or male, with the gender that was assigned, that was given to them at birth. Again, a trans person does not identify with the gender they were given at birth. This can be this can be seen as somebody who actively doesn't look like what they were given at birth as a gender or not, right? So this is also a very wide field, but this is the core characteristic of a trans identity. This one can be a delicate topic, and it might be difficult to know how to ask or how to approach this. So at the end, I'm gonna show you how you can ask questions politely and in an inclusive way to have a little conversation, but basically to know how to address everybody in the workplace or outside. Q is for queer. And queer is probably the most broad term of them all in this acronym because queer really means, in the base form, it really means a person that does not identify as straight. Again, this has to do with identity, and it's really a person who does not identify with the straight culture and with straight norms and has some distance from that. And this is why in this culture, in the queer culture, you can really have every shape and color, and people can be really different to one another, which is true in every category, but this one in particular. So Q for queer. The I stands for intersexual, and this is a person that when born was really born with traits of masculinity and also femininity. So female and male traits in the bodies. And last but not least, we have the asexual community. This is a community that is just not interested in the romantic and sexual market. It's not interested in having sexual relationships with other people, and they're just happy without them. And this is why they identify as asexual. Now let's talk about the plus after the acronym because I feel this is a very important point. So the plus symbol after the acronym symbolizes two things. First of all, it's there to signal that there might be other identities or other attractions that are left out. And on the other hand, we also have possible future new categories. Before concluding, I want to give you some practical tips on how to deal with a situation in which you want to ask. Maybe you have already asked, but you forgot. You want to ask how the person identifies, right? So, a very good and polite and direct way of doing this is when you introduce yourself. For example, I can say, "Hello, I'm Uriel. My pronouns are he, him." So, pronouns are a way you want to be addressed, so you identify. And this is a way of inviting your interlocutor to also present themselves with pronouns, right? So the other person has this opportunity and then you can listen. If the person says their pronouns and you just forget or don't understand or didn't quite catch that, you can just honestly say, "Hey, I know you told me, but can you repeat that for me?" Or, "What do you mean exactly?" Right? So nobody ever gets angry because somebody or offended because somebody just asked for the pronouns again. So that was all for this video. I hope that was helpful and see you on the next one. Oriel.